This is a fragrance on the darker side. So much so that when I was planning to shoot this review, I thought of 3 comic book superheroes that would likely wear this scent. If we lived in a world where comic book heroes wore fragrances, I immediately thought of 3 who would likely wear this. If you want to find out who, stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, the Scentrovert. Here's the scent, Franck Olivier Black Touch. 100 milliliter bottle, Eau de Toilette. See the information there. Believe it is made in France. So here's the box. Now let's get out the actual bottle. Boom. Let me show you the sprayer first before we get into it. There's actually a double sprayer there. You see that? How I depressed it once, do it again, more comes out. So you see it again. Half, another half. Okay, so the scent itself. A lot of people compare this to Terre D'Hermes and Encore Noir. Now, Terre D'Hermes, I know that smell. It's basically opens up with like a dirty, not a dirty, but a overripe orange, which then transitions to kind of like a dirty, earthy smell, almost like a rooty soil type smell. And this, this doesn't have the citrus or that dirty orange smell that this doesn't actually have that ripe or overripe orange smell. It's not as citrusy as Terre D'Hermes. It's actually the same smell as Terre D'Hermes, but take out that overripe orange smell, and this is the smell you get here. So it's obviously a darker, more woodier, more earthy, more dirtier smell than Terre D'Hermes. So in that sense, I don't think it's as fresh. I don't think it has the same type of citruses as Terre D'Hermes. Let me put up the notes for you right now, fragrance notes. Now, for me, okay, when I spray this fragrance, you don't get the overripe orange smell when you first spray it. Instead, what I get, to me, is almost like a little bit of almost like an alcoholic drink type of smell, kind of like a whiskey or a liquor or something. For sure, it feels like an alcoholic smell in it, even though an alcoholic note like a whiskey or a liquor. None of that is in any of the notes to this fragrance, but it definitely gives off that vibe when you first spray it. In addition to obviously the dirty, earthy, rooty soil type smell, there also is a bit of like an inky note to it as well. And for me personally, when I spray this, sometimes it does give off a wooden floor cleaner smell, almost like a pine sol. I mean, it definitely does give off that vibe sometimes. And then obviously as it transitions, after that 1 hour period, you start to have the smell kind of smooth out a little bit. And that's where you get kind of like a sweet resinous cardamom, and along with the patchouli, and the vanilla. So it kind of rounds out and sweetens out, but it still stays dark. Okay, it still stays dark. So it has that kind of dirty soil earthiness in the background. And there are 2 scents that kind of, or another scent other than the ones I've already mentioned, that this one kind of reminds me of, especially in my collection. And it's this one right here, which I have a 5 milliliter thin of. It's the Banana Republic, okay? Banana Republic Black Platinum. It actually smells very similar to Black Platinum. A mixture of Black Platinum and Terre D'Hermes, taking out the overripe orange smell from Terre D'Hermes. It kind of gives off that very similar vibe. Just almost like a black ink sort of mixed with like a liquor, alcoholic type drink. And then obviously you have that dirty, earthy vetiver, dirty, earthy soil smell in this. And as a result, you know, it gives it definitely a moody feel, a brooding feel to it, which is why I thought 3 specific superheroes would wear this. Batman, Black Panther, and the Punisher. And if you notice the common theme, they're all dark, they're all brooding, and they're all wearing black in their costumes. And to be honest with you, even if you just took the guys underneath the mask, I could actually see Bruce Wayne wearing this at like one of his gala events or black tie event that he would probably be at. And I could see T'Challa wearing this over a ceremony, over his tribe, over his people. I could see him wear that. I could also see Frank Castle, maybe not Frank Castle, he's probably not the outgoing type, but you know what I'm trying to say. It's definitely something that is dark, it's moody, it's of the earth, and it has a dry down that gets more into a sweet, resinous, almost amberish, along with the vanilla smell that makes it suitable still if you were to present yourself to people at, let's say, a more formal event. You know, some people want to say that you can wear this, you know, all year around, all occasions. I don't think it's a scent for that. I think it's definitely more tailored to special events where you're kind of dressed up. Actually, if you wore this at a funeral, you wouldn't be out of place. I actually think this is, you know, for an event like a funeral, you know, a place where maybe people might feel uncomfortable wearing scents because of the mood of the situation. This scent, because it's so brooding, so moody, you could actually wear this at a funeral and not be out of place, right? So that's my take on this scent. You can get it for $20, so it's a very good scent for the price. It's not a scent that projects too far off your skin. I would say it stays within half an arm's length for the duration of its scent life, which is about 6 to 7 hours, 7 hours tops, no more than that. And to be honest with you, this scent has an interesting character in that sometimes, you know, when you're perspiring, you know, certain characteristics of the scent show more. If you're out in cooler, I find on my skin, you get more of the kind of dirty, earthy, wooden floor cleaner smell, which almost also has a fuzzy type smell in the first 15 minutes when you spray it. But then when you perspire, for me personally, I get more of a, you know, sweet, resinous, woody smell. If you do perspire, you kind of get that side of it. So again, it kind of has many sides to it. It is a moody scent for sure. But for $20, I don't think you could go wrong if you want a scent like this in your collection. Much appreciated for you watching. Like, comment, subscribe, holla back.